it's such a hard time because good morning guys and welcome back to the vlog. I am currently 29 weeks pregnant. I always forget to say my weeks like during my vlogs, which I get, like as a viewer I would want to know how many weeks someone is, especially I'm always so curious about like how many weeks someone is and what their belly looks like. It's crazy, the variability. Everyone's bellies are just so different. Like, and the crazy thing is, okay, I've had friends who were pregnant at the same time. One of their bellies was just so big, so big. We thought this baby was gonna be huge. Her baby was so tiny when it was born on time. I believe it was on time, somewhere in like the on time range. And then the other friend whose belly was so small had like, I think it was a normal average sized baby. So like, it's just weird what our bodies do. As of right now, I believe the babe is around 3 pounds. They give you like a little estimator, and whenever it's like a range, like 2.5 to 3 pounds. My baby, he's been measuring very large, so I'm always just like, oh, he's 3 pounds. Like, it's like, if not 4 by now. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know. He just seems to be a big baby, which doesn't, I mean, Zach's obviously a big guy, but like, most guys are big, like, and I'm not that tall, so. Anyway, I decided today to do a basement workout, which I haven't done in forever. Obviously, you guys know I go to burn boot camp every day, but this one, come over here, little boy. Come over here. He was puking this morning. I don't know why. He seems to be okay now, but I obviously didn't want to leave him. So I decided, you know what? We're going to skip burn and we're going to do our own little basement workout. I'm actually so excited because we have, drumroll please, 5-pound dumbbells. Burn starts at 10. And like, listen, I get it. Like, I'm not doing, well, not obviously because I used to, but like as of now, I don't need 5 pounds to do curls. Like I could do 10, right? But with my bad shoulder, I'm really trying to like rehab it in the sense that yes, I would like to start light and then I can work my way up to the 10. So it's nice that I'm definitely gonna hit arms today, take advantage of that. Also, Zach has this ball that I've done like various ab exercises on that I'm not doing right now, by the way. I believe when you are pregnant, you should not really be working out your core. You don't want to train it because right now like your abs are like, it's like kind of separated and you don't want to train it to be separated. That's how you get DR. I think it's called like diastasis recta, something like that. I can put it on the screen. So I actually focus more on like obliques and just not like my main core. But I've heard about people using like these balls, but like when do you use it? Do you bounce on it? Like I don't understand, like what is it for? Like I know people use it during labor, but I also know people use it before labor. And when do you start using it and why? If anyone knows, let me know. Asher, it's okay. It's okay. Asher? Hey, sit. It's okay. It's me. I just have a band on. It's okay. Not like I can do this. Asher, it's okay. I'm just walking. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I also forgot to say, for any of my pregnant ladies out there or people who are going to be pregnant in the future, just keep this in mind. Amazon has the best maternity leggings ever for working out. I went into this pregnancy saying, I'm not buying anything maternity. I just don't want to waste the money on something I'm going to wear for like a few months and then never wear it again. Working out though, I mean, that's something I do every single day. And one, I didn't know if I'd be able to, or no, I mean, I definitely wouldn't be able to squeeze into like my Lululemon leggings right now. Second of all, I didn't want to even stretch them out. So that's where maternity leggings come into play. Oh my gosh, these have room for days. In the beginning, they were way too big on me, but now they fit rather snugly. But yeah, and the best part is they're not expensive at all. I'm pretty sure it comes in a pack of 2 for like $30 or something. I can link them below. And then the other thing that I use like every single day, I got the biker shorts in these as well, which is perfect for working out. It also comes in a pack of 2, I believe. And these are just like, these are everything. Most worn thing during pregnancy. I came into the nursery and I've just been doing some work in here this morning, which I've been doing more and more of recently because I just love it in here so much. And this chair is just what dreams are made of. It is so freaking comfy. But I've been doing some work and then also peeking on Amazon, looking at the deals. They're currently doing their big like 2-day July deals right now. But I am staying strong because, and I did a whole reel about this on Instagram, but it's not a deal if you don't need it. I, in the past, have shopped on Amazon Prime Day and made these like purchases where you don't need it. So for me, I just have 2 things I purchased this year, / I might make a 3rd purchase. 1, refill on razor blades. You can always use those. 2, I've had my eye in a crock pot for months. I waited for it to go on sale for like $50. And 3, I'm actually looking at him right now. I might get Asher another orthopedic dog bed because he loves the one in our bedroom, but the one in our living room doesn't seem that comfy. So that was on sale, little Ashy boy, and I think I might get you a whole new one. So yeah, those are just my 3 purchases. Amazon is like the greatest thing that ever happened to us. It's so convenient. It's so easy. It's amazing. But at the same time, I think it can really get people in trouble with buying so many things that you don't need, especially because you have the instant gratification of 2-day shipping / so many things I purchase, they come that same day. Like that's insane. And 2, you have access to everything. Like everything is just at the tips of your fingers. And so yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with Amazon. I buy like everything on Amazon. I just got an Amazon credit card, okay? Like I love Amazon, but I just think you can get into some dicey waters with it. Also, this is Asher's favorite spot in the nursery. It's so cute when oh, well now he stopped, of course, but when he looks out the window, he loves it. Today just got a million times better because my Hungry Root just arrived. You guys know this is I love how I have an obsession with this knife. I like to use it to point, I like to use it to cut. One of these days I will get a box cutter. That day is just not today. But this is the online grocery store / food delivery service that Zach and I use a couple of times a month. We are obsessed. I've tried a couple of meal delivery services, by the way, just because it's so convenient, it's so easy, it's so nice. This one though is by far my favorite, and there are a couple of reasons for that. First of all, I just love the recipes they have. They have over 2,000 on their website. When you first sign up, you can take a short quiz, just basically saying what you like, what you don't. Do you lean toward more Mediterranean style meals? Do you want a mix of all of them? Do you have any dietary restrictions? And that'll help Hungry Root match you to recipes you're actually going to like. Second of all, the recipes are so good. Like they genuinely taste amazing. They're healthy. They're very fresh. Like all of the produce always looks great. I love the brands they use. Not to mention, I say it's an online grocery store because truly, I mean, I think I picked out like 5 meals this week. I'm going to be able to make more than 5 meals. Like you could see right here, they gave me 6 buns, for example, instead of just 2. So it's really cool to be able to reuse for like lunches throughout the week. And especially with this pregnancy, I've been getting a little too comfortable with eating out, not gonna lie. First of all, it's just so expensive to eat out, especially if you're adding in a tip and just all of that. Second of all, it's so unhealthy. Like even when you go eat out and get the healthy thing, there is so much sodium in it and oils and all of that. With this, you are getting like restaurant style meals, but they're healthy, you're making it yourself, and you actually feel good about yourself. Like I always feel accomplished when I make a Hungry Root meal, even though it's obviously a huge cheat code. Okay, oh my gosh, this is what I am talking about. Like for my one meal that required this smoky, sweet hickory sauce, they're giving me an entire, like this is gonna last me for months, honestly. And I always love working with Hungry Root because they always give you guys like the best discount code ever, which we'll get to in a second. But first, it's time to get to cooking. This looks and smells so freaking good. I just did like it's like a broccoli rice chicken with like sweet chili lime sauce. My gosh, that's so good. Normally I'd be eating it with Zach, but he had to work late today. He actually sold a house today, which is very exciting. And then I think he was showing another house like after hours, because a lot of times people obviously work during the day, so then Zach has to show it to them either before hours or after hours. But I packed him up a little, I don't know if you could tell over there, a little container for when he gets home, which Hungry Root kind of makes me feel like wife of the year, just because it makes it so much easier. Like I'm just not one of those people who enjoys cooking necessarily at all, if I'm being honest. And it's hard. Dinner especially is one of those things. It's like by the end of the day, It's so tempting just to order out and call it a day, but this whole thing just makes the process so much easier. I feel good about like my body, what I'm putting into it, and not to mention it tastes so good. Like this does not taste like health food, quote unquote. Every single time we are so satisfied with our meals, which is why we've been doing it for over a year. We normally do it once or twice a month for like just the full week. It's so nice to just be able to sit back and have all of our meals set and organized. So I'm going to have a link below as well as a QR code on the screen. The first 100 people who use the code ClancyBurke40 will get 40% off their first order, which is so cool because you could just try it out, see if you like it. There is probably a 99.9% chance you will. I feel like what's not to like about it? It's so nice. And so I will have that link below if you guys want to give it a try. I must admit, I've been feeling a little overwhelmed with how much I need to get done before the baby gets here. So I started a note on my phone called things I want to get done before baby, which I'm one of those people, if I'm feeling stressed or anxious, the minute I put it down on paper, or obviously just write it on my phone, instantly better. Like even though I didn't do those things yet, just like having it listed, I just feel so much better. And honestly, checking things off a list is exhilarating. So I'm excited to start checking some of these things off in the coming weeks. And I thought I could share with you guys the 9 things I want to accomplish. Number 1, finish the nursery. I know that the baby won't be in the nursery for quite some time. He'll be in a little bassinet in our bedroom for honestly probably, I don't know, Asher, maybe longer than he should. I just know, like just with Asher, just how I am with him, like I'm going to struggle putting him in a separate room. Like Asher, like you guys know, the dog trainer tried to tell me Asher shouldn't sleep in our room. That would never happen, ever. Like no, he is in our bedroom. And so anyway, so the baby will be in the bassinet. But I would love to get the nursery done before he's even born, just because I don't know what is going to happen after he's born, or like my state, my physical state, my mental state, like it's all a mystery. Will I even have time to like blink, let alone like, you know, do the finishing touches on a nursery? I don't know. So I would love to help future Clancy out as much as possible. This is random. I also really want to get storage bins for the baby and his clothing. I know he's going to, oh my gosh, Asher, this is like the worst toy for tug of war because he could like wrap his teeth around it. So it's like impossible. It's a lose-lose for me and you know it. That's why you love it. No. But I know the baby is going to be growing so fast and he's going to be outgrowing his clothes. So I would love to have storage bins ready for, 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months. If we have another baby, another boy, then we have those ready for the future. If not, they're in storage and will eventually be donated. So that would be nice. I also really want to get our finances in order, tip-top shape. I could do a whole separate thing on this. We can discuss what I mean by that in a future vlog. Number 4, I really want to complete puppy training. I signed him up for 16 classes they've been going so well. I feel like he has come such a long way, and I really want to make sure I at least complete those 16 classes before the baby is born. Eventually, I think training just benefits him so well. Like I'd love to keep up with it, but I'm being realistic here. I know that when I'm postpartum and I have a 3-month-old or even 2-month, whatever, I'm not going to be wanting to be at puppy school, that's for sure. 5, Asher. Choose a pediatrician for him. Number 6, take a baby care class. I signed us up. We are going to be doing this. Because like I have all the baby books. I've read so many, right? Like this was a really helpful one. I can't recommend enough. But I think it'll be really cool and helpful for both Zach and me to have the knowledge, have the information, and in a class setting. That'll be nice. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure with the class I signed us up for, like we get a little tour of the hospital. I will feel so much more comfortable. Like I don't even know like where do we enter? So that'll make me feel better. 7, wash and sort baby clothes. I have to figure out like organizing all of that. 8, really need to like delve more into breastfeeding. It is the most foreign concept to me ever. And I know a lot of it you can't really like you can prepare for, that's why I want to prepare. But a lot of it, it's just so like by the person, but I want to at least like be familiar. I've been familiarizing myself a little bit more about like pumping and the schedules and all of that. And then the last thing, I just really, really, really want to keep the house clean. My whole thing is I don't want to go into labor and the house is a mess and we return to a mess. Like that, because I know the house is going to be a mess when the baby gets here and we don't need a double mess. Like it'd be nice to start out on a nice clean slate. So I just really want to keep the house as tidy as possible. Oh my goodness, who is home?
Hey.
Oh my gosh. I was telling the vlog I have like a list of 9 things I want to do before the baby gets here. What are the things on your list?
The 9 that you have?
No, what are yours, Zach? Name just 1 or 2.
We need to just buy diapers.
I could sit around and wait all day.
Good morning, guys. If you want an accurate representation of how I'm feeling right now, look no further. Asher is the epitome of how I currently feel. We just got back from a walk. Not even a long walk. Like, we literally walked 6 houses. He was starting to pant. I'm not feeling too hot. We ended up walking back. It's so hot outside, and we're just both a little sensitive, okay? Also, very random, but fanny packs are everything. Like, the convenience in here, especially if you're walking your dog. I used to have to just carry everything in my hands. Oh my gosh, I could fit my phone. I could fit some poop bags. We've got some treats in here. It is life-changing. And this is just like a random, not the most stylish one, but you know, style is just, it's overrated these days. I've really just been leaning into comfort. However, if there's one thing I've learned about pregnancy, the baggy clothes, not it. And I live in baggy clothes. I still do it all the time, and I will continue doing it. But that is not the look. They just look awful. Tighter clothes, it's like, okay, like she still has a body, but she's pregnant. The baggy ones, it's like, what's happening? What's going on underneath all that? So I've realized that. But last night was another fun, sleepless night. Pregnancy insomnia, I've looked it up. It is a thing. With my heartburn, like that's keeping me up, but also it's just a thing, especially in the 3rd trimester, where I go to bed just fine. And I don't even want to call it insomnia, because I know people who suffer from insomnia. That's a very, very serious thing. Growing up, that was always one of my biggest fears in the world. I do not know why, not being able to sleep. And I feel like nowadays, it's not the biggest deal in the world, where I have distractions, right? Watch TV, I can go on YouTube, I can go online. I mean, these are all things you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be on a screen, but that make me feel like not so alone. I remember when I was little, I would just feel so alone. Everyone in my house was asleep, and I was just laying there like with nothing but my thoughts, which is another thing. As I was laying there for hours last night, I discovered I have like 7 different existential crises, I think it's crises, that didn't exist before then, because as you're just laying there, you just think of things. And so yeah, I ended up being up from about 2 to 6 a.m. 6 a.m. I finally went back to sleep, and then I got up around 7. So not the most fun. I really wish I could just lay in bed all day and sleep. Like, I have a fantasy of me being in a room, like just a very small room with a huge bed. Doesn't even have to be big, just a bed, soundproof, black, like totally blacked out, and I just press a button and I can just turn off for 15 hours. Like 15 hours of sleep. That's all I'm asking for. It's not too much. It's funny because nowadays I feel like the only things I buy are for Asher or the baby, and I honestly can't remember what this is, but I can guarantee it is for one of the two. We have an Asher. Oh my gosh, this is way bigger than I thought. These jerky tenders that are apparently really good for training, because I think, let me open it up, I think they're soft, like you can break them off easily. Oh yes. So like obviously for, you know, him sitting, I don't want to give him a full thing, but I can like break it off, and then he can get a reward for this. What I'm currently working on with him is spinning, which he really doesn't know it yet. We're just still trying to get it. Okay, ready? Come here. Ready? Keep going. Good boy. Keep going. Because he gets so confused. He's like, what? Am I supposed to follow? Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Yes. That was so good. And I know that didn't look great. Like, that was just very basic. But that's how I feel like the tricks happen. Like, you have to start very small, and you gotta tell them they're amazing, and they did such a good job, and he's so cute, and he's amazing. I originally didn't teach him any of these tricks, like spin, or I don't know, like roll over, because in my head I'm like, there's no use for it. Like, I taught him, obviously, sit, stay, down, there's a use for that. But in his training, they are starting to want to do that, so we definitely need to work on that so that he is at the top of his class where he belongs. And now he's wondering how he can get more of that stuff. Oh my gosh. The doctor's appointment went well, super quick, just like in and out. I just got some kind of vaccine. I think it's like whooping cough that could be very harmful to the baby. And then obviously did the heartbeat check with the Doppler, which I can't even tell you how wonderful it is to feel my baby move now, because these doctor's appointments used to be the most anxiety ridden things ever because you have no signs that there is life inside of you. And then I've talked about it before. It's been a little, not difficult for them to find the heartbeat, but it takes a second just because my placenta is in the front. Whereas I think most people, the placenta is in the back, so it's easier to find the heartbeat. So it would just be like laying there like, oh my gosh. And the same thing happened today, but I was literally sitting there feeling him move. So I'm like, it's fine. So that was nice. I'm about to run to the library to drop off 2 of the worst books I've ever read. It's always the worst when it's 2 in a row because it kind of like, I don't know, puts you in a little bit of a slump. Like, I'm like, I don't even want to pick up new books. Like, this sucked. But yeah, don't recommend either of these. It's clearly quite a bit later. It's actually 6 o'clock on the dot. Today's just been like an all over the place filming content day. I actually just uploaded a reel to my Instagram stories, just trying on a bunch of Abercrombie dresses featuring the bump, which is definitely bumping these days, that is for sure. It's weird, and like I uploaded it, feeling good about it, but I have been pretty quiet in regards to my pregnancy on Instagram, at least more so than I thought I would be. Obviously, I did my big announcement on Instagram, but for the most part, I just carry on my day-to-day life on Instagram as if I'm not pregnant, and it's such a hard time because obviously I am so excited and like this is huge, this is so exciting, but it's one of those things where the last thing in the world I would ever want to do is make someone feel bad, make someone feel sad, and pregnancy, fertility, all of that is just such a sensitive topic. Obviously, I post about it on my YouTube channel, like every single video. That's different though. Like if you are clicking on one of my videos, one, the word pregnant is probably in the title, like, or just, you kind of know what you're getting. On Instagram, I have so many people who follow me in just my real life, and I don't know what they're going through, or actually some of them I do know have experienced not the best of things in regards to pregnancy, fertility, all of it, and like just like the last thing I would ever want to do is make someone feel bad. And I understand, like, oh, it's not my responsibility. Okay, like it's not that I'm a bad person by doing it, but I'm still making someone feel bad. Like even though it's not like malicious, it's not bad. It's just such a hard topic. And it's hard because for people who are struggling with certain things, there are babies everywhere. There are pregnant people like it's everywhere. And yeah, anyway, I want to be able to like be open about it and share this excitement on all of my platforms, right? Like even just filming this reel, I haven't really wanted to like even show my bump much on Instagram, and I had so much fun filming this reel, and obviously I'm only gonna have this bump for a couple more months and it's fun to like embrace it, but I think it's important to be mindful of what other people are going through, and second of all, it's not even something I'm consciously trying to do. Like this is all very like in my subconscious of trying to just be as respectful as possible and not make people feel sad or bad or anything. So anyway, those are just random thoughts, but from here on out, like I really do want to try to like just embrace this time and maybe not overthink things so much, even though like I think it's good to care. I think sometimes I take that to an extreme. I didn't show myself actually making these because this is the exact recipe from my last vlog. It's the Copycat Levain cookies on chocolatecoveredkitty.com. I can pop the recipe below. I really, really liked how they came out. The only thing was I felt like there almost like wasn't enough. Like this is me doubling the recipe because I want the cookies to be bigger, like like that classic bakery cookie. So we will see how it turns out. Of course, he always just makes himself at home. In a rare moment, Zach has made his way upstairs. You'd never come up here.
Do not.
It's weird. It's like I own like this floor. Yeah.
This is Clancy's apartment. She's got a bedroom, a bath, and an office. What else do you need?
This is like Asher's domain, actually. But we have a current dilemma that I want to seek Zach's input on, but I also just don't even know if you'll have any idea. What do we do about the curtains here? So ready? I got a curtain rod that like is similar to that one. Where do we put it? Like, do we put it the same height as that one? Or do we, like, even though it'll be floating up?
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't really notice it.
You think?
Yeah.
Wow, I was not expecting you to be. Man, I like a guy who knows what he
I
wants.
just put it the same above that, and so it all is symmetrical.
Also, okay, do you see what I'm saying, Zach? Maybe, if you watched one of the last vlogs, we screwed up a lot here. Maybe hold this up, and like if you put that one like slightly like this way, it'll look like we meant for it to be uneven.
Even tell.
It looks so bad.
You can't even tell.
Yeah, you really can. Like, it's so not even.
I'm telling you, like on video, if you go straight on, it might, but like just when you're walking around this room, you can't tell.
It's really not that obvious.
No. What else came with this? These? This came with it too?
Yeah, everything there came with it.
Least favorite activity you can do? Slides.
Yeah, but who cares if it slides? All it needs to do is slide into place.
It's like, what are we screwing in? You want me to just take this screw in the wall and hope it just holds like that?
I don't know. Not if you're thinking it's no.
I mean, it might. I mean, these
not
things are so light.
Not when you word it like that.
Oh, Jesus.
I feel like you're like a cartoon character who can't do anything right.
I'm with you. You're the one things up.
Yeah, but you're
How does this tight?
It's your job.
This is never once been my job before.
As the man of the house, have you ever been the man of a house before?
No.
Is it everything you ever want?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not what I'm looking for in this life.
What are you looking for?
Does that slide?
Yeah, they all slide.
I know, but they usually stop.
It's fine if it doesn't stop. Once it's up, it's up. It's not gonna be sliding around.
That has to be tightened somehow.
It really doesn't. I've hung up so many curtains before. Once my dad.
Honey, but it would slide. Those things would slide over it and move it.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. What's making it slide?
If you hit it.
Who's hitting it?
So it has to be at least that wide.
Asher's like, why are my parents fighting?
This is how wide it is.
Okay, maybe a little out more because I don't want the curtains to cover that at all. A little more out, like you know how like when the window's open, I want us to be able to see the dollhouse window. Do you have the pencil?
Is that how you want it to look?
I guess. It's really hard to tell.
We're doing it, so we're about to drill holes in the wall.
I don't know. You tell me.
I
can't see anything from here. It's like watching a movie in the front row.
Is that how you want it?
I suppose. I don't even see it. Oh, where's the second one? Oh my. What? Wait. Am I looking at the right one?
That is where we marked it, you dum dum. What are you even laughing at?
Are you looking at the same thing?
What is?
Zach, wait.
Again, you're wrong with whatever you're thinking. You're not right.
Zach,
I'm just telling you.
is
Whatever.
that the mark up there?
There. Not up there, you dumbass.